Благодаря, че всички се отзовахте на тази покана, която по някакъв начин сте я получили от едно ново българско дружество, което се нарича Сдружение за енергийна култура, което скоро ще бъде част от Европейското сдружение Eurosоlar. Това е нашата първа проява, официална проява. Тази вечер наш гост е Томи Енгел. С Томи ние се познавам от много години, от 20 години, от студентско време. Томи е следвал информатика, след което преди около няколко години започна да се занимава с проблемите на възобновяемите енергии и неговата специалност, както сам ще ви разкажа, предполагаме, е енергомобилитет. Томи участва в няколко неправителствени организации. Той също така в длъжността си с познанията си по електромобилитет съветва немския Бундестаг и тяхното енергийно министерство по въпросите на възобновяемите енергии на електромобилитета и често представлява Германия по различни конференции, световни конференции, където важни решения се взимат. Имам няколко молби. Значи, първата молба, тъй като сме все пак хора с леко зелен оттенък, ще бъде добре, ако пушенето бъде редуцирано до минимум, защото все пак не е приятно, когато толкова много хора са в една малка зала, най-вече за говорител, това е много неприятно. Втората молба ще бъде, ако може също говоренето по мобилни телефони да бъде редуцирано. Третата молба, по време на, ако имате въпроси директно към презентацията, ако са къси въпроси, разбира се, може да ги зададете. Най-добре е накрая ние да имаме една по-дълга дискусия, където може да си зададете въпросите, където може да получите и дълъг отговор. И ако имате някакви проблеми с разбиране, с превеждане и така нататък, винаги може да питате или да се зададат въпросите, да се преведат на английски, или ако имате проблеми с разбиране. Окей, нека да започваме. Давам думата на Томи Енгел.
So, good evening. My name is Tomi Engel. The presentation will be in English. We hope that most people will understand it. I sadly do not speak Bulgarian. I could offer Czech, German, and English, and we settled on English in the hope that it will be the best language for all of us. The talk will be separated in two parts. I will first try to outline the problem, the energy problem, because most people do not believe that there is a problem. And the second half of the talk is dedicated to what we think is the solution or the only solution. And the Deutsche Gesellschaft für Sonnenenergie is the German section of the International Solar Energy Society. We have been founded in 1975 after the first oil shock. And we're probably the oldest renewable energy society in Germany that is still active. And for the last few years, I have been heading the working group on renewable mobility. But because mobility is just one part of the energy problem, I'm also kind of aware of the other technologies, and so it will not focus on mobility today. It will focus on the renewable energy system. There are a number of challenges, and I will not go into details about climate change. Many people doubt that there is a problem, but the overwhelming majority is really convinced that we are facing some changes that we cannot predict in the climate, and nobody knows what consequences this will have. So, in order to save climate change, you need to reduce CO2 emissions, and that means getting away from fossil energy. So if this is your driving force, then you have a good argument for starting to work. Over the last, I would say, months, there's another issue that you have to look at, and that's the financial crisis. So a second crisis in the formula. And you could spend, not only hours but weeks and months discussing what actually happened. But I just brought one picture to outline kind of the structure of the financial crisis. And what you see in this graph is the Dow Jones Index. So the index for one of the most important stock market developments. And you see the index from 1928 up until the year of 2009. And when Ronald Reagan came in and they started to deregulate the market because they believe in the totally free capitalism system. They started to deregulate the market, they started to ruin democracy because the project was called Starving the Beast. They wanted to decrease taxes and increase spending, mainly on military and other aspects that are not productive, in order to turn the government into a system that is incapable of acting. And because of all the different steps that went on since the year 1984, you could say, the Dow Index shows how the stock market was inflated. And this is just only one small part of the financial crisis. And then you see the crash of the dot-com boom, and then you see kind of the reviving, and now you see the current crash. If you would extrapolate the Dow Jones Index from the years when we did not have these crazy financial policies and ideas, you would end up with a totally different index level, and this is probably the fair level to which the Dow Index and the stock market will crash. This is not a good information for many people. As you know, especially in the United States and in the West, a lot of retirement money is in the stock market. So working people will lose a lot of money. This is a big problem, and the financial crisis will lead to unemployment, and this will also pose many problems for many governments. One of the key aspects in trying to solve the problem, especially in the United States right now, is called green jobs. In order to revive the activity of the market, they want to change the energy system. So no matter how you look at the financial crisis, changing the energy system is one very likely and very effective mechanism of putting people into work and producing and establishing something that is of long-lasting value. So the financial crisis should teach